No amount of boundary realignment will change the results or make the Great Barrier Reef further away. It will just remove the protective mechanisms that we, sometimes innocently, rely upon. Last June, UNESCO, the international organisation responsible for the World Heritage Areas, gave the Australian government a significant slap on the wrist for allowing the LNG port projects on Curtis Island to go ahead, despite the fact that they are within the Great Barrier Reef World Heritage Area. The government was also neglected to inform them that there were 3 separate projects, not just one. This placed the listing of the Great Barrier Reef World Heritage Area at risk, and UNESCO has requested that a strategic assessment of the entire area, including all planned future developments that may impact on the universal values of the Great Barrier Reef World Heritage Area. So we're talking about the entire Great Barrier Reef there. The first stage of the government's response to this is a document called the State Party Response. It was released last week, and it reads like a glossy sales brochure rather than an honest response. We have highlighted our concerns about that document to UNESCO representatives, and the next step is a visit from those representatives of UNESCO and the IUCN, which is the monitoring body. They're coming out to inspect the sites within the Great Barrier Reef. We've been communicating our concerns with regard to the proposed developments for the southern Great Barrier Reef on the Capricorn Coast, and have been included in the brief stakeholder discussions that will be held in Gladstone in early March. To give you a sense of the brief stakeholder discussions, all of the key stakeholder, environmental and community groups, non-government agencies that are concerned about things in Gladstone and the Capricorn Coast and Fitzroy Delta area have been gathered together for 1 hour, 1 representative per group, for a facilitated meeting with the UNESCO representatives. We've been communicating our concerns with regard to the proposed developments, but we'll have to keep you posted on how that goes. This evening we've shared with you some of the reasons that we love to live here, and the environment and the ecosystems and what we care about so much. We've also looked at the potential threats and the consequences of those impacts on the qualities of this community that we value so much. We are proud of this beautiful area, and we are proud of the choices that we made to live here. And that with that pride comes a responsibility as stewards of this amazing area. It's our role to voice our concerns, to protect the area and preserve the environment for future generations. The Keppel and Fitzroy Delta Alliance came into being because the community did voice its concerns, and since that time we've consolidated into an organisation with a much more formal structure and an overall mission to prevent all coal port export terminals and any further industrial developments in the Fitzroy River Delta, Keppel Bay and North Curtis Island. For those of you who agree with this mission statement, we ask that you join us as supporters. It's our bay, our delta, and consequently our choice. We are local and we can make a difference. Our very existence makes a difference because we know they're watching us now. The Keppel and Fitzroy Delta Alliance is working to protect Keppel Bay, but we need your help. So what can you do? You can do as little or as much as you want. But here's some suggestions for you. Get informed. Tonight's the first step, so spread the word. Get connected. Please sign up as a supporter before you leave tonight. There are brochures on your seats for those of you that are not sitting, which is wonderful to see that there's so many. There are brochures on the KAFDA table at the back of the room. Please join up. There's 2 forms in those. Fill one out, take the other one home, give it to a friend. Numbers do matter. It's not enough for the Keppel and Fitzroy Delta Alliance to say that we represent the views of our community. For our voice to be heard, we have to indicate how loud that voice is. And we have to do that by a show of numbers. So joining as a supporter is critical. We have a website full of information. It's www.protectkeppelbay.org. Pretty simple to remember, I think. It's updated regularly and it has links to a blog and Facebook and Twitter and all those social media things that some of us don't know how to do. But you can express your views there and you can ask questions. But if you've provided us with your email address, then we can send you automated updates every time we put information on our website or our blog. So we'll give you progress of the campaign and the development applications and upcoming events. But if you don't have email, and I know there's plenty that don't worry, because we still have brochures and press releases and TV and radio interviews. I think some of you will have heard a few of those this week. And we have community notices, and there are other mechanisms that we use in our community generally to pass information on. So keep your eyes and ears open. You can get active. We need people to write to our elected representatives and candidates. Every letter to an elected representative requires an individual response. The sheer weight of numbers and the effort to respond will make them take notice. Our website provides a list of issues that you may want to address in your letter, and we've also provided some useful addresses. If that information is also available in printed form at the KAFDA table. So if you want to pick some of those flyers up on your way out, please do. If you'd like help with the process of